This is the complete timeline of Cardi B's relationship with NFL star Stefon Diggs, from their first public appearance in February 2025 to the criminal charges filed against him in December of that year. Within just 13 months, the couple went from dating rumors to welcoming a baby boy, while simultaneously navigating paternity lawsuits, revelations about multiple children with different women, and felony charges that made headlines across the country. Today, we're walking through the verified facts, the legal documents, and the public statements that tell this story. And if you're here from my usual Love Island USA content about couples like Nick and Olandria, stick around because this real-life celebrity situation has more twists than any reality show could script. And before we dive in, if you're interested in celebrity news and relationship timelines like this, go ahead and hit that like button so I know to make more content like this.
Cardi B filed for divorce from Offset on July 31, 2024, ending a marriage that had lasted since 2017. The couple shared 3 children: Culture, born July 10, 2018, Wave, born September 4, 2021, and their youngest daughter, Blossom, who arrived on September 7, 2024, about 5 weeks after the divorce filing. By October 2024, just 3 months after filing for divorce and roughly 1 month after giving birth, dating rumors began connecting Cardi to Stefon Diggs. Diggs was a 31-year-old NFL wide receiver who'd been drafted by the Minnesota Vikings back in 2015 and had played for the Bills and Texans before his career took an unfortunate turn that October when he tore his ACL while playing for Houston, ending his season.
The relationship timeline moved quickly from that point forward. TMZ captured footage of the pair together in Miami on Valentine's Day 2025, which was February 14th. April 13th brought sightings at Coachella, and by May 5th, they attended the Met Gala, arriving separately on the red carpet, but leaving together for the after-party. Their official public debut came on May 12, 2025, at an NBA playoffs game between the Knicks and Celtics at Madison Square Garden, and by June 1st, the relationship appeared on Instagram. September 17, 2025, marked another milestone when Cardi announced her pregnancy during an appearance on CBS Mornings. She told the interviewer, "I thought he was cute. I was like, oh, he gotta be mine," and added, "He just makes me feel safe and very confident, and it makes you feel like you could take over the world." The baby, a boy, later nicknamed Baby Brim, arrived on November 4th, 2025, and was announced publicly on November 13th.
The day after announcing her pregnancy on CBS Mornings, Cardi posted something on social media that caught people's attention. She shared a video referencing a Shirley Brown song called Woman to Woman, saying, "Hello, Barbara, this is Shirley. That's your baby daddy, bitch? That's my baby daddy, too. Well, what now? I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out, bitch." And if you're thinking, wait, what's happening here? Make sure you're subscribed because this story has more layers than an onion, and trust me, you'll want to see how it all unfolds. That post referenced a legal situation that had been developing in the background. December 2024 saw a woman named Aileen Lopera, also known as Lord Giselle, file a paternity lawsuit against Stefon Diggs while she was pregnant. Her daughter, Charlie Harper Diggs Lopera, was born in April 2025. The same month, Cardi and Diggs were photographed together at Coachella, and 1 month before their public relationship launch at the NBA playoffs.
Diggs responded to the lawsuit in July 2025 by requesting a DNA test and stating in legal documents that he was not certain of paternity. Lopera's legal team requested sole physical and legal custody, while Diggs asked for joint legal and physical custody if paternity could be proven. This legal back and forth was happening while Cardi was pregnant with his child. Early November 2025 brought the paternity test results, which confirmed Stefon Diggs as Charlie Harper's father. Lopera's attorney, Tamar Armanak, released a statement saying, "The paternity has been confirmed. Mr. Diggs is the father of the child." Now that the child's paternity has been established and Mr. Diggs has acknowledged his daughter, my client hopes they can work toward being great parents to their child. The timing placed this confirmation right around the same period when Cardi gave birth to their son on November 4, 2025.
Before his relationship with Cardi began, Stefon Diggs already had a daughter named Nova, born in October 2016, making her 8 or 9 years old as of this timeline. Her mother has been identified as Tyler Marie, though details about their relationship remain private. December 2025 brought new information to light when Diggs posted Instagram stories on Christmas Day showing multiple newborns. Multiple media outlets began reporting that Diggs now has 6 children with 6 different women, with 4 of those children reportedly born during 2025 alone. The 3 confirmed children are Nova, Charlie Harper, and baby Brim with Cardi. Reports from December 2025 indicated additional children with Kiana Barber, also known as Kiki or KB, and Kai Benji, though specific verification beyond the 3 confirmed children remains limited in official documentation.
If the reports of 4 children born in 2025 are accurate, the timeline would suggest multiple overlapping pregnancies throughout 2024 and 2025. Charlie Harper's April 2025 birth points to conception around July 2024, while Cardi's November 4, 2025 delivery suggests conception around February 2025, which aligns with when the couple was first photographed together publicly in Miami. December 2, 2025 marked the date of an alleged incident at Diggs' home involving his live-in private chef, identified in reports as Mila Adams. She filed a police report on December 16th, and the charges became public on December 30th, 2025. The charges include felony strangulation or suffocation and misdemeanor assault and battery.
According to the police report, a pay dispute preceded the alleged incident. Adams claimed she was owed a month's pay after being sent home for a week in November because Diggs was having house guests. On December 2nd, during a conversation about the disputed payment, Diggs allegedly entered her unlocked bedroom and, according to her account, smacked her across the face before attempting to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck, which she stated caused breathing difficulties and fear of losing consciousness. Adams initially showed reluctance about pressing charges, but her position changed after December 20th, when she received a voicemail and texts from a woman she believes to be Diggs' girlfriend. The messages reportedly said something to the effect of, "You don't need to do all this, it's not that big of a deal." On December 23rd, Adams instructed police to proceed with filing criminal charges.
All right, quick break here. If you're finding this timeline as wild as I am, smash that like button because apparently nobody told Stefon Diggs that 2025 was supposed to be a fresh start, not a highlight reel of poor decisions. Diggs' attorney, David Meyer, issued a statement denying the allegations. Stefon Diggs categorically denies these allegations. They are unsubstantiated, uncorroborated, and were never investigated because they did not occur. The timing and motivation for making the allegations is crystal clear. They are the direct result of an employee-employer financial dispute that was not resolved to the employee's satisfaction. Stefon looks forward to establishing the truth in a court of law. The New England Patriots, who signed Diggs to a 3-year contract worth $63.5 million in March 2025, released their own statement. The New England Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stefon. We will continue to gather information and will cooperate fully with the appropriate authorities and the NFL as necessary. Diggs' arraignment is scheduled for January 23, 2026, which falls just 2 days before the AFC Championship game. Following days of social media criticism in January 2026, Cardi addressed the situation directly in a video post. "Y'all need to calm down. Is y'all cool? Y'all been dragging me for 3 or 4 days.
And y'all been a little bit too mean. I can't change shit. I can't go back in time. I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my pussy? I don't know what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to leave my man and fuck yours? We can only go forward now." Her response highlighted what she sees as an impossible situation, given that the baby has already been born and the relationship is established. The statement came after the criminal charges had been made public and after the reports about 6 children with 6 different women had circulated widely. Cardi's approach to the situation has maintained a level of transparency about the circumstances. She didn't deny the paternity lawsuit when it became public knowledge, and she addressed it directly with the woman-to-woman video one day after announcing her pregnancy. She hasn't attempted to hide the fact that Diggs has other children or that legal situations are ongoing.
Looking at what information was publicly available at different points creates a clearer picture of how events unfolded. October 2024 marked the start of dating rumors, and Diggs' daughter Nova was already public knowledge at that point. December 2024 brought the filing of Lopera's paternity lawsuit, which became public information. By April 2025, when Cardi and Diggs appeared together at Coachella, Lopera had given birth to Charlie Harper. The May 2025 hard launch of their relationship at the NBA playoffs came while the paternity case was active. July 2025 saw Diggs responding to the lawsuit with a DNA test request while Cardi was pregnant with his child. May 2025 also included another incident when video surfaced showing Diggs with what was described as a suspicious pink substance, which prompted a Patriots investigation that resulted in no consequences. The sequence shows that information about the paternity lawsuit and the birth of another child was publicly available before and during Cardi's pregnancy.
Cardi B built her public persona on authenticity and directness, rising from love and hip-hop to become one of the biggest names in rap. Her brand has always centered on keeping things real and not filtering her thoughts or experiences. That authenticity has continued in how she's handled this situation publicly. The woman-to-woman video directly acknowledged the paternity lawsuit instead of avoiding it. Her January 2026 response to critics didn't shy away from the reality that she has a child with Diggs and that the situation is complicated. She's been open about the criticism she's received. And hey, if you need a break from all this drama, hit subscribe because I promise my next video will be back to Love Island content, where the worst thing that happens is someone recouples at Casa Amor, not felony charges. The difference between transparency after the fact and the decisions made beforehand is where public discussion has focused. The questions aren't about whether Cardi is being honest now about the circumstances, but rather about the timeline of the relationship and pregnancy relative to the publicly available information about Diggs' situation. Stefon Diggs signed his contract with the New England Patriots on March 28, 2025, with figures reported as either $63.5 million over 3 years or $69 million with $26 million guaranteed, depending on the source. His 2025 season performance included 85 receptions for 1,013 yards and 4 touchdowns, making him the first Patriots receiver to record over 1,000 receiving yards in a single season since Julian Edelman in 2019. Reports from August 2025 indicated that Diggs gave Cardi a Patek Philippe watch from London Jewelers with a reported cost of $73,000. June 2025 saw reports that Diggs rented Chateau de Farcheville Castle in France for a vacation. The financial picture includes the NFL contract earnings alongside the legal costs associated with paternity cases, potential child support obligations for 6 children, and the legal defense required for the criminal charges. Multiple legal matters remain unresolved as of January 2026. The paternity case with Aileen Lopera continues beyond the confirmation of paternity, with custody arrangements and child support still requiring court determination.
Lopera requested sole physical and legal custody, while Diggs requested joint custody, and those matters will need judicial resolution. The criminal case presents a separate legal challenge. Felony strangulation charges carry potentially serious consequences if conviction occurs, though Diggs has categorically denied the allegations through his attorney. The arraignment, scheduled for January 23, 2026, will be the next step in that legal process. Both cases will likely involve lengthy court proceedings, legal fees, and continued media attention, given Diggs' status as an NFL player and Cardi's celebrity.
As of January 2026, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs remain in a relationship while navigating multiple complex situations. Their son is 2 months old, Diggs faces an upcoming arraignment on felony charges, the paternity case with Lopera continues through the court system, and reports indicate Diggs has 6 children with 6 different women. Cardi continues to co-parent her 3 children with Offset following their divorce, and she's now managing the addition of a 4th child with Diggs while these legal and personal matters develop. The Patriots organization has stated their support for Diggs while indicating they'll cooperate with authorities and the NFL as the criminal case proceeds. His NFL career status will likely depend on how the legal situation resolves, though he's currently scheduled to play in upcoming games barring any league action.
Social media reaction to the revelations about Diggs' family situation and the criminal charges has generated significant discussion. Cardi's January 2026 video response addressed what she characterized as being dragged for several days and described the criticism as too mean. The public discourse has centered on several themes: the timeline of events, the information that was publicly available at different points, the number of children Diggs has with different women, and the criminal charges. Different perspectives exist on these matters, with some defending Cardi's choices and others questioning the decision-making process. Cardi's statement that "we can only go forward now" reflects her position that the situation cannot be changed retroactively and that moving forward is the only available option.
Looking at the complete timeline from July 2024 to January 2026 shows how quickly events progressed. July 31st, 2024 marked the divorce filing from Offset. October 2024 brought the first dating rumors with Diggs. December 2024 saw the paternity lawsuit filed. February 2025 brought the first public photos together. May 2025 made the relationship official. September 2025 announced the pregnancy. November 4th, 2025 brought the birth of their son. December 2025 revealed the extent of Diggs' family situation and brought criminal charges. That's a span of approximately 16 months from divorce filing to the birth of a child with a new partner, with significant legal complications emerging throughout that period and continuing beyond.
Okay, real talk. If this timeline was a Netflix series, you'd say the writers were doing too much. Drop a like if you agree that 2025 was apparently Stefon Diggs' villain origin story year. The 3 confirmed children are Nova from 2016, Charlie Harper, born April 2025, and baby Brim, born November 2025. Reports of additional children in 2025 have circulated but remain less verified in terms of specific documentation beyond the 3 confirmed. For the children involved across all of Diggs' reported relationships, the family structure means they have half-siblings in different households and a father whose time and resources are divided among multiple families. Several dates and deadlines loom on the calendar. January 23, 2026 brings Diggs' arraignment on the criminal charges, scheduled just 2 days before the AFC Championship game. How that legal proceeding unfolds will determine the next steps in that case. The paternity case with Lopera continues through the court system as custody and child support matters get resolved. Those proceedings will likely extend over the coming months.
Cardi and Diggs' relationship status will continue to evolve as these situations develop. Whether they remain together, how they navigate the legal proceedings, and how they manage co-parenting are questions that will be answered over time. The NFL may also take action depending on how the criminal case proceeds, which could impact Diggs' career and earning potential. The Patriots' statement indicated they would cooperate with league authorities, suggesting the possibility of league involvement.
The story of Cardi B and Stefon Diggs' relationship covers roughly 16 months from the first dating rumors to where things stand now in January 2026. That timeline includes a public relationship launch, a pregnancy announcement, the birth of a son, a paternity lawsuit that confirmed Diggs as the father of another child born during their relationship, criminal charges filed against Diggs for felony strangulation, and reports that Diggs has 6 children with 6 different women, with 4 of them born in 2025. The facts documented in court filings, police reports, and public statements create the framework of what's known and verified. The paternity lawsuit resulted in confirmed paternity. The criminal charges have been filed and await court proceedings. The timeline of the relationship and pregnancy is documented through public appearances and announcements.
What remains to be seen is how the legal proceedings resolve, how the relationship develops going forward, and what the long-term arrangements become for co-parenting and family structure. The criminal case could result in conviction, acquittal, or some other resolution. The paternity case will eventually establish custody and support arrangements. The relationship between Cardi and Diggs will either continue or end based on decisions they make going forward. As of right now, January 2026, Stefon Diggs is preparing for an arraignment on felony charges, navigating ongoing paternity litigation, managing reported obligations to 6 children across 6 different families, and maintaining a relationship with Cardi B that produced a child who is now 2 months old. Cardi B is co-parenting 4 children with 2 different fathers while managing public scrutiny of her relationship choices and navigating the complexities of a partner facing serious legal charges.
The timeline documented here represents verified information from legal filings, police reports, public statements, and documented public appearances. How this story continues from here will depend on court decisions, personal choices, and developments that haven't yet occurred. And that's where we are with this situation as of January 2026. If you want updates as this story develops, because let's be real, with an arraignment coming up and ongoing legal cases, there will definitely be updates. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on this timeline. And if you're here for my usual Love Island content, don't worry, I'll be back to Nick and Alandria soon. But sometimes real-life celebrity situations are just as complicated as anything we see on reality TV. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.